This is Core Connections Algebra, Chapter 1. Learning target video is solving one variable equations, which is a summative target for this chapter. And I will be doing two problems where I am solving for the variable x. We'll do a simpler one and then we'll do a little more complex one after that. So let's take a look at our first equation. By the way, this is called an equation because it has an equal sign. Okay, so hence the name equation. This is not an expression. And the variable that we have in this equation is x, and we want to solve for x. So we have 2x plus 5 equals 4x minus 15. Now, my goal is to get all the x's together and all the numbers on one side and get all the numbers together on the other side, and then divide up the x's equally by how many parts I have on the other side of the equal sign. So, I like to keep my numbers positive if I can. So I'm going to move the positive 2x on the left side. That'd be this guy right there. I want to move him over to the other side so that my x's stay positive. So I'm going to subtract the 2x on both sides of the equal sign. Okay, and then 2x, take away 2x, this becomes a 0. And what I'm left with is 5, and then 4x equals, and then 4x, take away 2x, is going to leave me with 2x. And then minus 15. Now, I have all my x's on one side of this equation, and I need all my numbers on the other side, so I'm going to add this minus 15, I'm going to add to the other side of the equation so that I have all my numbers on one side and all my x's on the other side. So I'm going to add the 15 on both sides. And then what I'm left with on the right side is negative 15 and positive 15 make a 0. And 5 plus 15 is going to give me 20. And then that's going to equal 2x. Now my mission for this is to solve for 1x, not 2 x's. So I need, if I have 2 x's on the right side and I have 20 on the left, then how many would just 1x be? And you do that by dividing everything up equally between the two x's, and so you literally use divide to do that. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2 so that I have 1x on one side and the remaining numbers on the other side. And then what this makes, 2x divided by 2, that's going to make a giant 1. And 20 divided by 2 is 10. And then I just have x left. So x is equal to 10. Okay, so now we'll try a little bit more difficult one. We have negative 3 plus 2x minus 7 equals 5 minus 3x. So the first thing I want to do is, I can see I have a negative 3 and a negative 7. I want to combine those because they're on the same side, so I'm going to put them together. So minus 3 and minus 7 make minus 10. So what I'm left with on this side is 2x and then minus 10. And then the other side is equals 5 minus 3x. Now I'm going to use the same strategy as I did last time. I want all my x tiles together and I want all my numbers together so that I have things balanced out and I can divide it out at the end. So I'm going to move all of my x tiles to one side, and I want to try to keep them positive if I can. So I am going to move these minus 3x's, I'm going to move over to the other side. So I'm going to add, I'm going to add 3x's to both sides. and then this is going to make a 0, and what I'm left with over here is 5x minus 10 equals 5. Now I want to move the minus 10 over to be with the 5, and that's going to work out nice because that's going to be positive also. So I'll move that over. I do that by adding 10 to both sides. Again, this is going to make a 0. And what I'm left with then is 5x equals 15. And now I don't want 5x's, I want to solve this for 1x, so I'm going to divide both sides by 5. So I know 5x's are 15, I want to know what 1x is going to be. So I can make this into a giant 1 and divide this also by 5. I have to do it on both sides, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. So my answer is x equals 3. I hope this helped, and good luck on your first summative exam in Chapter 1 of Core Connections Algebra.